Hello everybody, gonna do another gameplay video of Erenshor and gonna do a bit of a dungeon crawl this time. I have a level 4, which is about the level you finished the tutorial at, and we're gonna explore a dungeon called the Bonepits. We're in a little town here. There's gonna be some debug messages in the chat. Those are for my own testing purposes, but some quality of life updates since last time I played. One of the big ones is when there's a keyword you can say to an NPC, it'll be highlighted in green in the chat. And this guy is a duelist specialist, and he's got a task for us to do. So let's ask about the task. And he says, head down the road into the cave, and we're looking for a monster called the Avatar of Sivikaya. And they have horns that make good sharpening stones. Duelists being a melee class, they're of interest to us. Alright, let's see what we got. I have an armor I can upgrade. I'm going to buy a couple of pieces here. I don't have enough money for the plate legs. Okay, we'll put on our armor. We'll eat some food, drink some water. Those come with buffs. There's no hunger system in the game. You don't get hungry and lose stats, but you do gain bonuses by being fed. It's just like a temporary buff. And we'll just charge right into the dungeon here. Alright, the Bonepits. Before we start, we have some skills. Pride, it's a passive skill. You get a burst of power and regeneration from winning a fight. Dodge is a passive skill. Small chance to dodge attacks. And Blood Feast, which we can activate, and it gives us lifesteal on hit for a brief period of time. And then for spells, we have a couple of buffs that we can use on ourselves, and a regeneration, which currently is not on us, so let's cast that. We're regenerating. And let's pull the skeleton and fight. I don't have a lot of active skills right now, so we're going to be doing a lot of auto-attacking and waiting. Trying to get enemies as single combat instead of pulling two at once. And we're going to save our buff spell for emergencies. So we have a blue. You can consider enemies. Orange is tough. Blue is a lot less tough. I think we're probably going to get them both at once. We are. There's a skill book for kick that I can buy. I don't have it yet. I didn't have enough money. So we'll probably just end up farming some gold here and going back to town to try to get some more skills. This dungeon is the first dungeon I built for the game. It's obviously still in a pretty alpha state. It needs some polish and a little more detail. But I'm pretty happy with the feel of it and how it came out. Bone chips are great to sell, by the way. Some more skeletons. Once we gain a level, we'll gain a skill called dual wield, so we'll be able to have a sword in both hands, and that'll make a big difference as far as our damage output. This will be a lot faster at that point. With the duelists, it's important to constantly be in combat, especially as it gets harder, because the pride skill really goes a long way towards sustaining yourself. This might be a tough fight, so I'm going to use this spell. See how we do. We may die here. Oh, we're smashing them. He's got a poison dot on me. That's doing quite a bit of damage, actually. He dropped some food. Good. Alright, these are a little tougher. Skeleton soldiers might be too hard right now. And then out into the courtyard here, we're going to backtrack. We'll go down this way. some easier enemies. This guy's by himself, we'll do him first. So with the duelist, the strategy is going to be you fight the single guy, get the buffs, get the pride buff on you that you get for killing a monster, and then going to the harder fights from there. It's going to go a whole lot better for you if you work that way. Some other things I added, there's a little bit of screen shake on hit when you do damage. I have the particle effects. I have an invite here from an NPC to go XP. We can actually now reply. He's not a good listener. Now he's mad at me. So I'm working through the simulated characters and the interactions. Blade Man is the kind of player who you would expect to pick a name like that and try to convey that through his chat. Alright, got some new plate pants. That's going to help. We're getting closer to leveling up here. The skeleton's carrying a sword. There's a chance that could be an upgrade for us if it's the rare drop. I'm going to cut this video off at about 10 minutes. Ooh, it is. So it's the steel sword. It's 10 damage, 1.65 second delay. This is 8, 1.3. So we're going to equip that. Should hit a whole bunch harder with it. We don't need to wear that. We're not going to mess with those two yet. This one. The lower level duelist really is just about melee combat, being consistently in combat, and as he gains levels, it turns more into using debuffs and disabling your opponent through skills. He really becomes pretty much undefeatable in one-on-one combat if you're comparable level. And he's also a little more adept at managing crowds later on. In the early dungeons, it's more about making good decisions, picking safe fights. And just maintaining the pride buff. Yeah, this guy's a tough one. I'm gonna cast my buff here for some more lifesteal. Got a pretty long cooldown on it. You want to save it for the tougher fights. And he dropped a rare item, which we can't use, but we'll be able to sell that. Getting down pretty deep into the dungeon here. We do have to plan for the path back out. This is probably a fight that I don't want to take right now. Pretty close to leveling up. I'm going to try this fight instead. I was hoping to get just one at a time. And since I don't have the pride buff going in, yeah, I'm not going to win this. See if I can make an escape here. Enemies will continue to chase. Here they come. So if you get in trouble, you're going to want to leave the area. While we're here, we'll go back to town and sell, and that'll be a good point to stop the video. It's daytime now. It definitely wasn't when we went into the dungeon. Bringing some monsters back to the village. It'll be handled. Good way to get free loot. Another steel sword. Sell all the bone chips. I don't have sell stack functionality in quite yet. You can probably hear all the mouse clicking. Sell all these shirts I got. And can we buy kick? Alright, that'll help. And I learned kick. Next time we play, I'll do a continuation video. Have a little more damage output. I'm almost to being able to dual wield. That'll make a big difference. And that will be it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Have a great night, guys.